Watch to the end and find out who named the combination of low pay, slow employment growth, high stress, and an undesirable work environment.
Pest control work is one of the lower paid jobs in the country, with a median annual wage of $35,610, about $2,000 less than the median American job. Many of these workers also must use pesticides, which are toxic and can be extremely harmful if not handled properly. Painting can be a physically demanding job as it requires painters to crouch, reach, and kneel to reach all areas that need to be painted. Some painters who work on bridges or tall buildings may have to be comfortable with working high up in the air. Most painters make less than $40,000 per year. As ad revenue decreases for radio and television broadcasts, stations will likely not be able to afford to employ as many broadcasters as they once did. Though a bachelor's degree is typically the minimum requirement for this job, the median annual wage is just slightly higher than the US median wage for all jobs of $37,690. With the rise of online music streaming and podcasts, listeners have other music options than listening to radio stations. This is partially to blame for the projected 11.6% decline in DJ jobs. Those DJs who have a job are typically not well compensated, as most make less than $34,000 per year. While workplace violence is the primary cause of both fatal and non-fatal injuries among correctional officers, transportation events and bodily reactions are also leading causes of occupational injury. Future research is needed to identify risk factors unique to these events and develop appropriate prevention and intervention efforts. Serving in the US military differs from most jobs on this list, as military personnel choose to serve their country. It may therefore seem unfair to list them among the worst jobs, yet they do face very high stress and one of the most difficult working environments possible, especially those serving in combat zones. As a customer-facing job, retail sales workers have a relatively challenging work environment. The job is also one of the lowest paid jobs in the country, with a median annual income of $24,200, well below the US median of $37,690. The number of newspaper reporters is projected to drop 10% by 2026 as newspapers lose readers and ad revenue. Reporters often face intense scrutiny from readers, added to the stress of print deadlines. In an increasingly polarized political environment, reporters are often inundated with negative feedback from readers and even some death threats. Logging ranks as the second worst job in America, in large part because it also ranks as the second most dangerous job. There were 55 fatal injuries and 350 non-fatal injuries among loggers in 2017. The combination of low pay, slow employment growth, high stress, and an undesirable work environment has made taxi driving the worst job in America. Taxi drivers work all hours of the day, sometimes in inclement weather, dealing with traffic jams and potentially unruly or rude passengers.
Thank you for watching and see you on our channel.